Well, this is section 3 of the draw. As you can see, it's an all-Malaysian tie at the bottom. Go and Teo against Tan and Tina. And the winner of that match will play the winner of the match we're about to watch. Also in this part of the draw, Igarashi and Hsieh were in great form yesterday against their compatriots Iwanaga and Nakanishi, Hirokazu Hibara, and of course Li Yijing and Liu Zumin.
Please welcome Hsieh of Chinese Taipei. Please welcome Hsieh of China.
There's Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian, the two officials that will be marshalling this match. Joan Leong and Komaru Lailia, umpire and service judge respectively, and they're about to get the coin toss underway. 1-1 on the head-to-head. Now, last time they met was at the Orléans Masters this year. That was, as you can see, a very tight match indeed. Don't write off this Chinese Taipei pair. Certainly in terms of results, you'd have to go with the China pair, but on current form, Hsieh and Hung have just come off a win at the Macau Open. Hsieh Pei-shan, 27 years old, and Pingtung in Chinese Taipei, ranked 11th and has been as high as 11th. That was back in May of this year. As I said, they have been peaking at just the right time. And there is her partner. So it was a win at the Taipei Open, that was Super 300, and then a win at the Macau Open. So 2 wins essentially in a row. And they're certainly loving the form that they're in. This was their tournament results so far. Hu Lingfang and Zheng Xuchao, that is a big result, 52 minutes. And then Burova and Kantemir from Ukraine in 32 minutes. Of course, Zhang Xuxian, 25 years old, the new partner for Jia Yifan. By the way, Chen Xincheng has already been ousted from this tournament with her new partner. But these two, well, this is a 12th quarterfinal. And in fact, of all the pairs and players in this opening session, Jia and Zhang have made the most quarterfinals this year. 28 years old now. And of course, that world number 1, well, we all know that was that's a pretty substantial world number 1 ranking. Chung and Leung, 28 minutes in the first round. Corbett and Guy yesterday had a little glimpse of that match, 54 minutes. They did drop a game, but generally speaking, they were in good form. So there's umpire and service judge. Confirmed. Joan Leung and Komaru Lailia. So for Jia Yifan and Zhang Xuxian, it was the quarterfinals at the World Championships, 2nd China, 3rd in Japan. They won the Swiss Open, but as I said, 12th quarterfinal for them. Oh, Hsieh Yifan looking to set a statement of intent. Now, while they get through the opening points, just an update on court 2. Wang Zhiyi fighting for her life against her compatriot Gao Fangji. Just on the brink of taking the second game. Long way back for Wang Zhiyi. Nice touch from Hsieh. Hsieh Yifan at the back, making things happen. That's what she does so well. Starts off at the backcourt, and then in a repeating pattern just moves forward. There she starts there, moves forward, and is ready to cut that response time down with just a rally of interceptions. Too high.
Service over. 2-all.
I think that's a string broken for Hsieh Yifan. Yes, it is. So Xian Hung, lucky to get that point, really. Now, so far, they haven't been able to really push and imprint their own strategy because Hsieh Yifan has just been too powerful. As you can see, Xian Hung playing very reactive, defensive badminton. They've never really been able to push forward and start attacking themselves because Hsieh Yifan is just such an imperious force, waiting and lurking at the net, as you can see in this replay. Ready for anything, always. So 6-4, Chen and Zhang immediately start to build up a lead. just being blasted off court right now.
7-5.
And this is the kind of form, as I said, that has taken Zhang to 12 quarterfinals this year, including this one.
Service over. 6-7.
So a chance for Hsieh on serve.
Service over. 8-6.
Well, the alarming stat is that of those 12 quarterfinals, this would be an 11th semi-final for Zhang. Let's clip the nets.
9-6.
They were semi-finalists in Malaysia at the start of the year, and the Indonesia Masters, the Orleans Masters, All England. They won the Swiss Open, Badminton Asia, Malaysia Masters, Singapore, and Japan and China. It's been a fantastic year for them. And as they close in on the first mid-game interval, there's been no response from Hsieh and Hung except defense. Mistake there, and it's 11-6 at the break.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds. Play.
This is better from Hung and Hsieh. Really getting stuck in, a bit more cut and thrust, but still the mistake comes from the Chinese Taipei pair. 12-6, but good to see a nice developed rally. That was a nice touch by Hung Min Soo, who is taking the backcourt duties and is once again stepping up and getting stuck in. This is what they need to do. Maybe they were a little bit nervous with their opposition at the start, but a couple of words from the coach at the break and they seem to be revitalized in this second part of game one.
Service over. 13-7.
Well, that's a great shot from the Chinese Taipei pair.
Service over. 8.
Making a stand. Well, Jia Yifan is just always about attack, whether she's at the front or the back. Oh, bit of confusion there.
9-13.
Well, that's a pretty key time for that miscommunication to happen. And Hsieh will be happy with the fact that they've managed to upset the rhythm a little on the other side of the net. Well, it's really been Hung and Hsieh that has been making the difference. Not the ideal situation for Zhang Hsieh to be defending from the back. Now they're flat. This is a great rally. It's going to need something special to win it. Oh, and that's it. Jia Yifan just makes it look so easy. That shot careens off Hung and Hsieh's racket and finishes the rally. 14-9. Effortless from Jia Yifan, placed perfectly with just the right power, and she's through. And once again, that's from their ideal partnership with Hsieh at the back and Zhang up front. For most of that point, it was actually switched the other way. And they did pretty well, relatively. That's gone out. 15-9. Fast-moving, fast-paced match. That was a bridge too far even for the great Jia Yifan. Big power from Zhang Hsieh at the back. Well, I stand corrected. While it might not be their ideal situation, she certainly can play from the back, as proved by that point. Great touch in by Jia Yifan again. Just so quick up front. 17-10.
Service over. 11-17.
That's good from Hsieh. Oh, it's a one-woman show at the moment, but that's her down in the end.
11.
各位嘉賓、各位觀眾，稍後下晝1點，紅館外面嘅匯豐攤位將會有匯豐全球品牌大使安賽龍出席球迷見面會，千祈唔好錯過啊！
That's beautiful from Hsieh, who also orchestrates that point all by herself. 19-11.
At the HSBC outside of the Hong Kong Coliseum at 1 p.m. today. Don't miss out.
So 9 game points. Good touch in there by Hsieh. Couldn't finish it off, Zhang Hsieh.
20.
Safe to say that they have a buffer. Oh, that's great defense from Zhang Hsieh. What a point. That was incredible. 21-12, the game is sealed and in style.
21-12. Second game, level.
So on court for game 2. Change of ends. Slightly better side for Hsieh, but really it wasn't the drift that lost them that first game. It was the fact that they just couldn't get into an attacking rhythm. And while the defense of Zhang is stout and resolute, it's been their attacking aggression that has been the defining factor. By the way, just as a side note, Wang Zhiyi has done what she needs to do so far. She's 14-9 up in the third against Gao Fangji. 65 minutes into that match.
Service over.
Now, Zhang plays such a flat game as well, but I don't think they're going to be too fussed by the drift pattern. They're not really the kind of pair that looks for the back line. They'll quite happily hammer it down into mid-court. Three-1 up already in the second. Lightest of touches from Zhao.
Challenges called in.
Well, challenge coming. First challenge of the match.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. 4-1. Play. Service over. 2-4. Service over. 5-2.
Well, that was first clear mistake we've seen from Zhang. Apart from that little miscommunication they had in game one, down in the bottom corner. But in terms of shot execution, that's probably the first one we've seen that has gone really wrong. Zhang Yifan again, great placement, great power. Makes the return very difficult. That's such a great drop shot from the back from Hsieh Fan. I hope we get to see that again. Yes, we are. Look at this. It's the timing of it. That's just perfect. Well, it's again a little bit of an overwhelming situation for the Chinese Taipei pair. As they're now 6 points down. That's what I mean about hammering down to mid-court. Now, I wonder, are we watching the pair that's going to make it to the final on Sunday? Because Hsieh and Zhang are just having no issues right now. A couple of mistakes, yes. And it's the overall bigger picture of things. They've been very, very solid. That's one of the first shots that Yuan-Su's managed to drop in. Wonderful play from Hsieh Fan. She's been really on good top form today. Look at that exchange. And they come through 11-4 at the second break. And they're really starting to shine.
Coach, return to your chair.
Well, this is it. Crunch time for Hsieh. And I'd love to say that they have a pretty good chance, but really, based on the way things have been going, they're going to have to come up with a completely new strategy if they're going to win. Zhang just keep pressuring that front court so much. "26 minutes they put on court." That last shot, 289. Now that big applause is for Wang Ji, who once again has proved her class. 72 minutes against Gao Fangji. Wow. But had to fight. Meanwhile, in court one, it's just a bigger and bigger gap. 13-5. Scoring at will. Placement's been perfect. That's placing from Zhang Hsieh. Just stood her ground at the net, went the other way. That's a good return.
Service over. 6-14.
Beautiful drop in to front court. 15-6.
15-6. Service over. 7-15.
Well, this might be one of the last chances for Hsieh. I know I'm saying it at 15-7, but as I said, they have just been, even the defense, I mean, they were forced into a defensive pattern, but to be honest, in the first game, their defense was holding up. Now, Zhang seem to have warmed up even more. And that defense is beginning to crumble for Chinese Taipei. Here's another wonderful shot from Jia Yifan. 17-7. Well, talking about pairs in women's doubles that might be making the final, the defending champions, Peli Tan and Tina Muriditaran, just stepped out on court 2 for that all-Malaysian affair against Goh Pei Ki and Teo Mei Zing. I wonder if we're going to see Jia Yifan and Zhang Hsieh against the defending champions on Sunday. That would be the ideal final. But of course, the Malaysians are going to have to get through, get past their own compatriots. Meanwhile, 19-7 on court 1. It's all about women's doubles right now in the Hong Kong Coliseum on the 2 courts that are active. That's a great combination from Hsieh, a wonderful pattern of play. Oh. Well, this rally's had everything. And they win it in the end. That is for 13 match points. Oh, what a point it was. I wonder which part of that point we're going to get to see on the replay, because we can't play all of it. Well, I think being match point, I'm not going to have time for that replay. It's a shame. And it's another expertly taken shot into the corner by Hsieh, 21-7 after a 21-12 in 30 minutes exactly. And it's an 11th semi-final from a 12th quarterfinal for Hsieh and Zhang. It's almost as if Hsieh just brings success to any partnership that she's in. That's, of course, no disrespect to her partner, who did a lot of work in this match. But she is such a complete player, as proved by that last point. Ah, there they go. And there's confirmation of that stunning display. 21-12, 21-7. And Hsieh and Zhang Shuxian through to the semis. Welcome back to our continuing live coverage of the Hong Kong Open 2025. As you can see, we're up to the women's singles. Tomoka Miyazaki, the semi-finalist from last year, and the number 4 seed this week, up against Lin Xiangti from Chinese Taipei. Now this is section 3 of the women's singles draw. Now that is confirmation of that massive match that was happening on court 2. Wang Ji through to the semis. Michelle Li and Beiwan Zhang will fight it out to